I'm sorry, baby.
Oh, my ass. Microphone check. 1 2 1 2. What up, family? It's your girl, Just Patrice. Live with Just Patrice. BlowRadio.com is officially in the building. I am live at the Sherman Phoenix inside of Happy Days Day Bar inside the Blue Flame Room. And I have amazing guests in the studio. I even got a studio guest tonight. I'm so excited. We got studio audience up in this space for real. So before we get started, y'all know how we're gonna do. It's your girl, Just Patrice, live with Just Patrice in the building. We're gonna cross a couple T's, dot some I's, and make sure that we at all times stay on said same page. You feel what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't do that. Let me get all of my little buttons and clicks and twists off. What's happening? What's happening? I'm gonna give y'all some time to log in, give my Facebook time and my YouTube time to check up with everything. But while we're doing it, I want to remind you that it's cool to share this video. Go on and just push the little share button. Ain't gonna hurt you. This ain't gonna hurt nobody. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. I'm just saying, Chase in the building. I see you, Tracy Wasey. Tracy Wasey, we out here. He posed up like what we he like what we doing. He paused like what we doing, man. What we he ready. You feel what I'm saying? But I want to make sure that you go ahead and share the video. And just a reminder, if you are listening to the video, listening to the show today, that you are listening on blowradio.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You many places, you could be many places, but you've opted to be here with us today. And I'm so happy that you've done that. You could be watching the show. If you're watching it, you're probably on social media, which would be either Facebook page on my personal page, Patrice Green, or on the blowradio.com Facebook group, or you might be, just a follower on YouTube, trying, just to follow on YouTube, trying to find some interesting conversation. And so you're going to jump in right there on YouTube and you're going to watch it on the I Am Just Patrice channel. That's dope, right? So I know there's a couple of y'all chiming in. I see y'all. Don't forget to say hi. I know Patrice, is she live? Is she gonna go live today? So I'm gonna share a little bit of my video, let people know you good, you okay. I know it took me a while to jump on. Hey, I'm here. I see you in the inbox. I love ya. I'm here, okay? I was, I was entertaining some guests from Travel Milwaukee. Oh, I'm sorry, Travel Wisconsin, but don't tell nobody because that's what I was doing. My elevator pitch is almost on deck. I was quick, wasn't it? Okay, and I'm just saying, I was like, bam, 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 bam. We was out here. So I'm just saying, let's do it. I see you, Chasey. Get over here. Here, let mommy even help you one more time. Bam, look at that. So if you notice that I'm not sitting in the studio by myself today, I have a great guest. I'm gonna hand her her microphone so she can have it. Slide the button up. And I am honored to be in the presence of creativity like I absolutely love. Sister is an amazing artist. And from what I've been studying and find out a little background, she a co-admin. That's a winner of my heart. You understand what I'm saying? So now she's spreading her wings and tapping into her creativity on a whole other level. And that is what today's topic is about. Spreading your wings. Spread my wings. We're gonna talk about what it looks like to quote unquote step out on faith. To quote unquote follow your dreams, to remove any type of psychological, emotional restrictions on yourself, to get away from that imposter syndrome and figure out what that looks like, trying to see your dreams to fruition. And I'm honored to have guests in the studio, Miss Sheniqua A. Freeman.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be here in your presence. Thank you for allowing me to have the residency in your bar.
Come through.
Thank you for all the opportunities you have given me so far. It's been an honor. It's been an experience.
Listen,
and I'm ready for more. I'm hungry. So
I love it.
Ready to keep going.
I love it. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
As a business owner, I was thinking as we were trying to figure out all the little extra little tidbit nuances. I was like, we need some artwork. And my partner Devon was like, yeah, you figured it out. I'm like, I could buy some stuff, but how dope would it be Facebook. Hey, I'm looking for some people. So this is whatever. And then I hit up with different artists. People came and inboxed me, and some followed up, and a lot did not. And as you stare at different people's artwork and figure out what the thing, do not engage him. Do not engage him. He's gonna sucker you in. I'm telling you now.
I'm like, do I bend down? Do I go?
Do not. Do not. Do not. He's gonna get
like
you.
A kid. It's like a child. I'm like,
get over here, Chase. Do not. This he okay. He okay. He about to get you. Do not go into the light, Caroline. Stay up here, ma'am. Stay focused. He's trying to get us attention.
Look at how
and so she like what's
look at how
happening?
distractions work.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, he trying.
I just saw that.
He's trying it. So all I'm saying is that as a business owner, we were trying to figure out which artwork would best complement our facility. And then I start thinking, I'm like, we got this bomb ass acrylic pour bar. You know what I'm saying? Like literally this epoxy, beautiful epoxy tabletop in our room. And I'm like, listen, why would we not also? You know, I'm like, I saw a girl. Let me go back to her stuff. Let me look. There it is right here. This is all the work. I sent it to Devon, and he was like, that's it. That's it. I was like, oh, that's it. It is this it. And I'm going to tell you that I've watched your work just in the time that since we started talking with you and where you are. And I'm like, do you see even like now, even her work is like, girl, Chase.
See, now you destroyed.
Mommy is not in there. He on the speaker, y'all. It's so funny. You know what I'm saying? It's all about trying to look at these different images, how they've even grown just from the time that we've met until I'm like, look at her pour. Is even the quality of it is changing, the inspiration behind it is changing. Like she on 30. You know what I'm saying? And to be able to be a part of that, to be able to share that with you guys, it is an absolute honor. That's why this Saturday, Miss Sheniqua is going to be hosted, and we're going to have her first gallery display here at Happy Days Day Bars, located inside of the Sherman Phoenix, 3536 West Fond du Lac Avenue, Suite 201. That's right. We're at the mezzanine suite level. Come on in, check us out. It is absolutely free to attend. However, we are encouraging you to support the artist. So come prepared to buy a painting, family. You understand what I'm saying? And because, you know, we be on some extra stuff. Don't come in here in your hoodies and your sweats and your things. You know what I'm saying? We're coming to honor the quality and the space of respecting her art for what it is. So you are encouraged strongly to wear after 5 attire.
Please do. Please do.
That means coming here look like you just going on a date.
Exactly.
It's not like you gotta, you know, you don't have to do ball gown formal. Just come in here looking like you're going on a date. And I don't mean to play hockey or to the basketball game or bowling. You're going on a nice, really date.
You're going to 5 o'clock steakhouse, okay? So this
your cousins will still go up in there like that. We don't go wear the wardrobe that you know you can't. They will tell you not to come in here if you don't have that on. Wear the wardrobe that they will say, I'm sorry, but that's inappropriate for our establishment. Wear that for this particular event. Okay, do that, and then we will celebrate and together. So let's talk a little bit, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's before we go into your artistry, let's talk about like your background. Where do you come from? Let's talk about that.
So I am
and don't be afraid of the mic. It will love you.
I know, right? That's
all in your face. Don't make me say.
Because I was just about to, but I forgot that it was live.
But we live. We live, and this is .com. So anything for So acting like don't do that. Don't get it together. I'm sorry. What were you saying? It's like a little bit. Yeah.
Right, let's back it up.
Yeah.
I am a Milwaukee native, so I did grow up here. I actually speak French, so I went to Milwaukee French Immersion School. Yeah, I went to Milwaukee School of Languages. So I'm pretty cultured. actually. But I moved.
Como
I know,
televo?
right? We
Très bien. Merci et vous.
See, don't do that. 'Cause now you got me on the spot. But
let's go.
I ended up moving to Nashville when I was 21. I moved
Okay.
on my 21st birthday. That's the kind of person I am. I will have an idea, I kind of jump on things and just go for it. Maybe kind of how I got here a little bit, but there's a little bit more story to that.
Okay.
But spent 12 beautiful years there. Very, very beautiful years. Got into a career as a registered dental assistant.
Okay.
Worked my way through many different types of dentistry, from neuromuscular dentistry to holistic dentistry, endodontic dentistry. I was a front office coordinator, you name it, I touched it. I don't know why I like teeth like that, but I do.
Do you?
I really, really.
I'm glad you said that because I got some questions to ask. Come on. Duly noted right here.
I know, right?
Put it right there. Yeah.
I was actually asked quite a few times, probably throughout my entire career, why I didn't want to be a doctor in us, because they had way too much responsibility for what I wanted for myself. You are responsible for somebody's life at that point, and that's no, I don't.
So
want
you
that.
good for being responsible
I was
for
good
teeth?
for being on this side.
Okay,
not that side, but this side.
Okay, say less. Say less.
But there was a lot that went into it. I didn't feel like going back to school for that amount of time. The whole nine. It was just a no. A very, very,
a whole no.
Very good no.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Even as I came back here, because I came back during the pandemic, which was a whole nother entity. But worked at Marquette for a little bit as a dental assistant, and thought that I was gonna go to school, and it was like, nope, I don't want to be here. It's not for me. But when I got back from Nashville, kind of went through a whole bunch of things. Took me for a whirlwind. So pandemic wasn't really fun for anyone. At least not me.
Understood.
But when I came back here, I had to face a lot of the things that I left. So it brought certain things up for me.
Okay.
Certain things that I had to face, certain things that I had to admit, certain things that I actually had to tell people. So it started a whole therapy journey, because last year on Mother's Day, I tried to take myself out.
Understood.
Yeah. So when I did that, I kind of had no choice but to get the help that I needed. So with doing that, I spent from May to August of last year in extensive therapy. And when I say extensive, I mean extensive.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying at this point. At this point. Okay. I just want you to be afraid of it. I just want the people to be able to hear you,
get used to
and
it.
I don't want them to miss that. Exactly.
But yes. So from last year, from May to August, I was in extensive therapy, and it was not you just gonna go here for a couple hours. I was in it with some group of people with multiple therapists daily, getting myself together. And I it was actually encouraged to start something that couldn't be taken away from you. If you know how to sing it out. If you know how to paint it out. Or if you want to learn, try it. The idea was introduced to me before I actually started therapy by this woman named Carmen. She introduced me to it, but me and her never got together to have actual paint sessions.
Say less. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
nice.
Carmen brought it to my attention to actually try it, but like I said, ended up going to therapy. Other things kind of came in between that. Her and I never got together to start the actual paint sessions. I started on my own.
Okay.
So, like I said, therapy suggested that you do something that no one else can take away from you. My brother is the one who actually was like, people buy what you do, right? Like, and pay plenty of money for what you do. And I'm just sitting there like, I'm just crying on the canvas. Look here, I'm just trying to get these emotions out so that I'm not out here just being all angry and frustrated.
Okay.
So started selling to the family, and sold 10 paintings within the first 30 days.
Come on now.
Yeah. So from there, it was like, keep going. But what I felt was missing with me painting was telling my story. I haven't been able to get my story out as much because they see the paintings and they just, she just, she's sipping and painting, doing XYZ. No, this is my therapy. This is my continued therapy.
So I just wanted to interject really quick with two things. One, shout out to all the users and the Facebook users and Auntie Rita, Marlon Hill. Hey, comedian Marla Hill, for chiming in. We do have a message here. Carmen Upchurch says, "Oh, I didn't know that."
Yeah.
And come on, everybody that's watching. I appreciate y'all. Martinez chimed in. Creisha, yep, it's me. I see you in the building. Mama, what's going on? Lorena Star Marie has chimed in as well. So what just on that note that you mentioned about this being your therapy and people see the work and don't get the you want to be able to tell your story.
Yes.
Okay. So as an avid fan of art, abstract,
yes.
preferably, like that's my shit.
Mm.
Because you just never know. Like when you say it's always left to interpretation, but I've always been the person that wanted to ask the artist, why did you use this color? You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can't call Picasso and be like, hey, yo, why is none of this is in the right space? Yo,
It's
what
true.
happened? But to be able to say, hey, Sheniqua, do you mind sharing with us about was it Believe Me Please?
Yes, Believe Me Please.
Come on, you understand?
so-
Like, tell us, like, to be able to have that.
And when I say I do have a story for everything that I've painted,
And
when
I love that.
everything.
So what is your favorite so far?
It was actually Blue Flame.
Listen,
It was Blue Flame.
we
was
have
Blue
a
Flame.
image hanging in the room right now. It's called the Blue Flame image, right? We had no idea. Like, we named the room and everything before she had posted up
Yep.
the names of her pictures. And there's a picture in the Blue Flame room that it's called the Blue Flame. How perfect.
I know, right? Alignment and timing.
Come
and
on
honestly, it's really just getting to what you know and what you want to do. I've done everything that somebody else has wanted me to do, and now I'm finally doing what I want to do. But I had to heal and I had to get through some things before I could actually get to the other side at the same time.
Understood.
So yeah, Belize Me Please is one of my favorite ones because I did get to go to Belize. That was my last trip in 2019.
Okay.
And I really, I need a vacation so bad. That just I need a vacation. But that was my last.
I'm touching and agreeing.
That was my last real vacation place, 2019. I was one of those pandemic people who didn't go nowhere.
Okay.
I was.
That's fine.
I know.
Listen,
I didn't go nowhere.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
So I have not been on a plane since then, and I'm itching to get back out there.
Okay.
But I kind of paint either depending on what kind of emotions I need to get out. Sometimes it comes back to where was I at that I was the happiest.
Okay.
That's Belize for sure.
Okay.
That was one of the last times where I had a really, really good time just being me.
Okay.
Because that depression set right after that trip.
Okay.
Right after that trip. And it kind of didn't let up off of me until I got help.
Okay.
So yeah. Yeah. But that's a little bit about me.
Well, first of all, I appreciate your transparency, and I
you.
appreciate your open vulnerability. Like, that's a big deal for me. It's a big deal for my listeners to be able to get a chance to connect with a person on that level, because these are private moments, quote unquote private moments. And I use the quotes because I know that even though some of us aren't able to share as of yet, for those of us that can, I appreciate you.
Thank you.
And I know that there is someone that is listening that has said, me too. Yep. And thank you for making me not feel like I'm in this journey alone.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And for those who couldn't openly say me to, still have that moment for themselves. So I thank you for that.
Thank you. I'm grateful to be here because one, God definitely woke me up that night or day, whatever happened in that time frame, but he woke me up with a few messages. So I know that I have a greater purpose.
Okay.
And that my life is meant to inform others that it's okay not to be okay, but you got to say something. And I say it's two parts because I do this all the time. You got to say something, but at the same time, the other people around you need to recognize and stop sugarcoating what's going on. Because there were people who saw the signs. I will forever be grateful for my older sister. She saw the signs. She knew it. She called me that morning and she saved my life. Outside of art, she was the one who legit saved my life.
Okay.
So you have to be in safe spaces to where if someone sees it, they're able to help you. But you also have to be able to help yourself, because I could have checked myself out of that hospital. I could have. I could have decided to not do the extensive therapy.
Okay.
I could have decided not to go to the hospital to begin with.
Understood.
We all have choices. And I decided at that time to make the right choice for myself, because again, I actually woke up.
Okay.
So it's either you want to fix it or you want to keep living the same way.
So
And
the
I said I wanted to fix it.
transparency there, and again, and the vulnerability there in that space is recognizing I.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Recognizing the I in that,
And it is.
and that it's an individual journey. And I want those people who have yet to acknowledge that phase for themselves. No one is rushing you on your
Correct.
journey. You know what I'm saying? That she's speaking from her perspective.
Mhm.
And when I tell you wholeheartedly, I've been there, I understand, I know.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And for you to be able to say, I chose in this moment.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? For me, it doesn't take away from the ability of someone else, the inability of someone else to choose in that moment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm only reiterating that because sometimes people will hear your message of positivity for yourself
Mhm.
and your message of transition for yourself
Mhm.
or your message of growth for yourself and easily take it as a poke or a
Yes. Ooh.
you know what I'm saying, or a reminder of what they haven't been able to do, and
And
we
it has
want
nothing
to
to do with
say
them.
that if this is not a her
Nothing to do
journey
with
is
them.
hers alone, and your journey is yours. And
Mhm.
if there's something that we can do to connect you with someone along the way that will help you transition into the space of safety for you, then we're
Right.
here to offer that. But her journey is hers alone.
Thank you for
Okay,
saying
so let's
that. For
let's just
sure.
not, you know what I'm saying? Let's just not discredit that. Like, and we won't be judging you for not being able to make the same decision that she made, but let's not judge her for being able to make the decision that she made. Okay.
Thank
I know
you.
that's a lot for people who are like, well, why was all this to some people? You just have to prepare the space, y'all. And
Mhm.
y'all know how I am about creating a space of wellness, creating a space of non-biased engagement for everyone, and how anybody deals with their journey is individual. So we will allow space, excuse me,
Mhm.
we will allow space for each of us to have our own experiences. And if you
Yes.
don't like that, please don't listen.
So that's actually why I do share my story, though. It's either for those who still can't find their voice,
Mm-hmm.
or for those who do have their voice, but decide they still want to keep that part sacred, because it is a sacred piece of them at that point once you decide to, start your healing journey. And if you've ever had any kind of situations like mine where you may have dealt with sensitive things in the past, like molestation, or you've seen physical abuse or things of that nature,
Okay.
get help. You are not your trauma. You don't have to carry your trauma every day. I didn't realize how heavy that shit was.
Okay.
Like, heavy. But also because I knew how much love I had inside,
Okay.
I knew what I could do for other people that I wasn't doing for myself. So it was two parts in that healing process,
Mm.
because even though you can sometimes operate, and I do heavily believe that you can operate from a half empty glass. It may not be effective, but it's still operable.
Oh, there's a lot of people
So
running out here with their glass cracked,
mhm, the whole nine,
shattered, it's
glass all
leaking.
inside,
And
drinking in the whole nine.
it's all kinds of things going on
So
in these
you can
beverages.
operate that way.
You can.
But is it healthy? Is it good? Do the people around you feel good when they're around you?
Do you feel good
So
in this space? Do you feel good?
when you lay your head down at night, are you okay? And it got to a point where I just wasn't okay. And I just really wasn't. Wake up crying. I still do that every now and then, but it's a different kind of crying now. It's,
Understood.
you know what I mean? It's not the same old, I'm still suffering from this and this and this, because I've actually healed through those things. And I do feel healing journeys are never ending. They're never linear. You will always be healing from something,
Okay.
but you don't have to continue going through the same cycle of the previous thing that you had. Also, don't keep running back to the same stuff that broke you. Because what we doing that for? What and I'm so serious about that. What we doing that for? Whether it's a ex-boyfriend, ex-friend, and Lord knows there are some friends that I do miss. However, comma, you can't keep running back to the same thing that broke
I'm
you
about to play
because you
Keep
are no longer the
Running.
same person.
You know,
You wouldn't even know how to operate in that space.
so like legitimately speaking, like I try to say to people all the time, I am different. I'm different.
Very.
When as certain things come across my table, and some things happen that trigger certain transitions in who I am,
Mhm,
I'm different. So we can't be the same. It's
mhm.
not that I don't love you any more or less.
Right.
It's just that I'm different. And I don't know where you are as of yet. Now,
Mhm.
you can grow in this space with me, or you may not grow with me, but I'm different.
Very.
Not so much that not it's so here's the thing. It's not that we different and I'm acting funny.
Nope.
It's I'm different. So I can't fit in that space that we had anymore.
Mhm,
I'm willing to be available for us to be in a new space
mhm.
that accommodates to who I am now. You get what I'm saying? And a
Mm.
lot of people can't process that.
Nope.
And as a creative, as an artist, there's leeway that is given to these types of quote unquote people
Mhm.
for you to feel the feels and do the things and all the stuffs. You get what I'm saying? And when we
Very
embrace
much.
ourselves as creatives and artists, you get what I'm saying? We find ourselves in a space with the freedoms to
Mhm,
be able to feel the feels and all the things and
mhm.
all the stuff. However, I have to remind fans, I have to remind quote unquote supporters that even in the picturesque moment of all this grandiose shit,
Mhm.
we're still just people. We
Seriously.
make errors. We mess up. We make bad decisions. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes we're vulnerable. Sometimes we're aggressive. And as
Right.
we are trying to make ourselves better, we can't always be responsible for how you receive us.
Mhm.
We are, though, still very much responsible for how we project ourselves.
Factual. All of that. Every word of that was just a whole testimony, real quick. But that's very true. Once you start to heal, you recognize certain things about yourself, even that you may have allowed to occur for either certain reasons that you may have had, or just because you couldn't have found your voice within that moment. Sometimes you can't go back to those relationships because those memories will still be there. You are, I know that I'm stronger than I was then, but I don't ever want to be triggered back into something that's going to take me backwards. Ever. Ever. So,
Woo.
changing your environment, and people don't talk about this, which is why I do want to talk about it. The
Okay.
healing journey changes everything. Your entire environment, your family situations change, your friendships change, the way you operate within work, everything changes. It sometimes is one of the loneliest journeys that you'll ever be on. But once you start to see where you needed to course correct, everything is better on the other side. I'm sorry. It
Mm.
really is. Because I'm now doing it for me and not doing it because, or for example, not staying a registered dental assistant because my mom saw me at graduation and she's passed on now and it'll be 12 years that she's passed on. But that was the only family member that was at my graduation.
Mm.
Stayed in that career that long because I was in it for her. Why?
So, like you
So
a
when
teeth
things change,
expert? I know that's random.
so you go keep.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know that's some random age. outside. So
Yes, it is.
I know some people
But
that need to see some people.
I do too.
I know some people that need to.
I know
I
quite
know
a
some
few
people
people.
that need to see.
We
you.
we be so scared.
I need some people
Let me
that
go
need
ahead and
to see
preach
you.
real quick because we be so scared to go to the doctor. Can we please start going to the doctor? Because now I'm about to get on my soapbox. Can we please go ahead and get a PCP, a dentist, whatever specialist you need? Can we do that as a people? Because I am concerned.
I just start having
have
flashes
concerns.
of people's mouths every time she say dentist. I was like, I know some people that should
We all know.
probably see her.
Sick of it too.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Shout out to Facebook user
Man.
that said the fact that she got over it should be inspiring. A Facebook user that also said preach, and then Auntie Cora says knowing is key. Then you have to decide if you want to work on recovering / healing. Thank you for being transparent. Facebook user says and be able to embrace who they are in a space that you have created for that moment. Afternoon, my queen. I'm not really sure who this is, but hello, all the Facebook users that are jumping on and sharing your wisdom. I do
Yes.
appreciate you for all of your joy and good information. Good vibes, good vibes. good-
Seriously.
I'm just saying, I'm going to probably keep referencing the teeth thing because
Actually,
it goes deep. It goes deep. It
but
goes
funny
deep.
story though, I met Wale at one of his meet and greets when I was in Nashville.
Mhm.
Now I see the difference in between the sound. Okay, I'm sorry. So yeah, I met Wale when I was in Nashville for one of his meet and greets, and that's what he wrote on my card. Pretty teeth, TEEF, and I still have that because I do take care of mine, but I want everybody else to take care of theirs too because they don't realize this is the gateway to the rest of your body, y'all.
She got serious on y'all real quick.
Like, you got to fix this because this leads to your heart. And people be thinking I be playing. This right here, if this is not right, you can get a heart attack from that. The plaque that gathers in here that's not fixed goes straight where? Here, because it's into your bloodstream. I'm gonna need y'all to get that together. I'm gonna need you to get it together. For real though. But I'm so serious.
Would you date somebody if they had a partial?
Yeah, but it's see
in the front.
Here's the
like
thing though.
This, the partial.
Stop. So I've always been in I can help you.
Would you or
I
not?
can help you.
Are you gonna help him?
I can help you. Yes.
So you gonna get him. How you gonna make it right though?
Thank you. I am an asset. I am a whole walking asset. And I've always known that. Yes. Yes. I am knowledgeable. I know how to do plenty of stuff. However, I need y'all to really start taking care of y'all teeth. Y'all paying for this insurance because now I'm on this soapbox. Because no, we're gonna go down this rabbit hole.
Well,
y'all
let's
paying
do
for this
it.
insurance that y'all not using. I'm gonna need you to
They're not paying for the insurance. They don't got it.
Some people do. It's
They
$2 a month.
They don't got it. They don't got it.
Like my whole
they
face.
They don't have insurance.
Okay, but if they don't,
they don't have it.
Okay, but it's technically I don't right now either. But it's stuff that's doable.
It was a comedian last night. It's funny that you all are talking about it.
And see how she gonna talk like she knows she don't got the mic.
She said
she
said she was gonna be quiet.
Listen, and she been a Blow Radio family for like 30 of them, even though we ain't even been on air for 30 years. And she know that the audience can't hear her
nothing
without the microphone.
I do, and I know that you all
Because she wants us to relay the message. Yes. Tiffany Guy said gingivitis does kill. I hate you so much.
No, because that gingivitis turns into periodontal disease. So stop playing with me.
I know she means it.
Stop. But I'm so serious.
They need she said they need a deep gum cleaning.
Thank you. You need to go ahead and get some SRP therapy quads 1, 2, 3, and 4. Please.
She said they don't get their dick checked out. They don't get their dick checked out, let alone they're gonna get their mouths together. Yeah, that's necessary.
Because
I need you to get your mouth. Look, I tell my children.
PCP, primary care physician, and get you a dentist. You need both doctors.
You need both.
You need both.
You need them.
Because it's not combined at this point, and it probably never will be, although it should be. Because that's another entity I can go down. Another whole other hole. They should be together, but since they're separate, please get you both doctors. They keep you healthy.
Do they?
Please.
Do they?
Yes, at least should.
I
know plenty of good black doctors here though.
I'm not saying that
Plenty.
and listen, all I'm saying is
But you gotta go.
you gotta go.
You gotta go. You gotta get up. You gotta actually make the appointment. You have to attend the appointment and get the treatment that they're recommending. It's just like going to therapy. It's a treatment plan.
Is it?
You can't just skip out on it. I mean, you can. Otherwise, you're gonna suffer. So please, if somebody's recommending some type of treatment, take the treatment. Take the treatment. So yeah, I'm gonna stop that rant now.
Yeah, no,
that right there.
I just want to know. That's part of the crew question. You got to ask: would you date somebody that's got a partial?
Yes, because I have dated someone who I had to fix, and I did. Yep, because I'm sure gonna say it. I had to fix his front tooth.
I had to fix.
I
his
did.
front tooth.
I did, and that man smiles hard now. Should snatch that shit out, but yeah, get it done. Get it done.
Unbelievable. So,
but this is me in a nutshell.
So why did you decide to leave the corporate world?
Corporate problems.
Yeah.
Undervalued, underpaid, you name it. Yeah, no, I couldn't do it anymore. Plus I came from seeing different things. People don't realize that when you go through the healing journey, it's not just traumatic familial issues that you've gone through. Went through traumatic jobs. I've seen 2 doctors lose their license because they were addicts. Another doctor committed suicide because of his reasonings. Doctors in debt. I've seen doctors committing fraud. I never wanted to go down that route. So when I say that part is not for me, it's not for me. There's some good doctors out there. There's some bad doctors out there. But I'm gonna need I just read it too. Just took the whole series.
I'm sick of you. I just wanted to say that. This no, ma'am. It didn't.
All the times it never come out.
I'm sick of you.
I'm serious.
I'm sick of you.
Because what just happened? Oh wait, I got full blown tears now. Because what just happened?
I mean, would you?
Absolutely not. Let me make sure my mic is on. Absolutely not. What you can't do is add bacteria. I don't listen. What you can't do is add bacteria. I'm trying to keep my own pH together on its own. You don't need no help.
Ain't nobody got time for petri dishes.
No,
Petri
sir,
dish
no, ma'am. When you say that, that's a fact. That's a fact.
People don't realize though, you still actually got to go get your gums cleaned. So, I mean,
who getting their gums cleaned?
Actually, people are. They used to come in twice a year to come in and get their.
They should.
I mean, because it was still a part of their mouth. So, yeah, he would come in. But people don't realize too, you're getting checked for oral cancer. You're getting checked for so many different things. Go to the doctor.
Is oral cancer a thing? You can have cancer in your mouth?
Yes. I've seen people lose their jaws. So this is what I'm saying. I've seen. But I've seen, I can't even remember the word. Maybe it's mastation, something. But there's different
metastasization.
Thank you. I'm like, but there's different cancers, yes, that you can get.
And then it show up in your whole throat and your neck and your face, and it eat away at your flesh.
Whole holes.
And you got holes in your mouth.
So
and people, but let me tell you what I want to know, and I know this gonna have shit to do with our topic. What I want to know is how you let that motherfucking hole get so big before you go to the doctor. First of all, because we all know that it did not you didn't go to sleep and wake up and it was a hole. That did not happen. It started as a little raised lesion, and then the lesion progressed. You understand what I'm saying? So what I want to know is how you got a sore in your. First of all, you got a raised bump in your face or in your mouth. And then, I'm so sorry, Siri.
Because you asked Siri, she's like, here's what I'm gonna tell you.
You understand? I'm like, how did you allow for this to become to where now you have an entire? I'm not saying how it got bigger than the needle hole. Cause it don't happen overnight. I can't
It doesn't.
have no.
It happens over years.
Years. What I'm
So,
saying is, I can't
happens
have
over
a hole
years.
in my face that started the size of a needle tip,
Thank you.
and now it's the size of my fist. What I can't do is have a hole in the side of my face
You let
and just go to sleep.
$100 problem turn into potentially
Be
a
like, I'm just gonna
$20,000
be like,
problem. Exactly.
I can't sleep. I'm listen. I'm gonna tell you.
I don't like migraines.
I took Pepto Bismol one night, and I'll never do it again because it whatever. In all the years I've ever taken, it never happened to me. But this time, whatever the acid exchange turned my tongue and my mouth black. Right?
Does it to me too.
I was like.
Because so you woke up freaking out, thinking you thought maybe hairy black tongue or whatever the case. You
oh hell no! I started. The immediate. Hello.
Where?
I started looked up online, and I'm like, y'all got a video out telling people that this happened? Screw y'all right now.
What your body makeup is and what is in that medicine?
Black. Black.
You get a black tongue from it.
Black tongue on GP. Goodbye.
I try not to take Pepto unless I absolutely need it because I wake up freaking myself out. But yes, I had to learn. Those are the things you learn in
I'm gonna say no.
Industry, but at the same time, as you're going through.
But notice how I didn't just was like, oh, okay, well, you know, it's
and
no
just let
big
it
deal.
be.
The hell you say?
You tried to figure it out.
Hello, somebody answer the call right now.
Come look at this. Come look at the problem.
And
they just sitting there like, what medicine did you take? Because that would have been
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I don't know what message you take. I'm with that. Help me right now, though. What I'm not gonna do is let a hairy corrosion start happening cause I lost the side of my face, and I'll be like, I've been having it for 12 years,
and I swear to God,
and then I end up on Dr. Pimple Popper trying to get her to scrape this lesion off my face. No, sir, no, ma'am.
This tooth over here been loose about 12 years now. That
they never single. Let me tell you how you can't never have that much bacteria on your face and kiss me. The fuck out of here. Whose mother? I'm like,
turn it off.
The level of bacteria that is growing. It's a serious. It's active. It's active, and somebody is fucking on you right now. And y'all and allowing you to put your mouth and shit on them. I'm single.
So
I'm single. As hell. Anybody else mad about that? I just got irritated. I just got. You be talking like what? I think I'm mad. The fuck is going on around here?
That's exactly how it goes. Exactly how it goes.
Man, listen. But Lorena's laughing at us. I'm just saying, though, yo, cut it out. That's nasty, Lorena. That's how I feel too. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, so all of that to say, you get what I'm saying? When you transition away from some things, I know we kind of went way to the left on that because it opened up a rabbit hole, and we was like, wait a minute. But just nonetheless to say, you know what I'm saying? You had to do what you needed to do to take care of you. And what was necessary to take care of you in that moment was to make this transition. And now you out here blessing the world with all this dope ass art. Just pours of your spirit, exchanges from who you are, an opportunity to get to know you, whether it's in color form. Or like if you really look at the images and allow them to like show themselves, my goodness, lady. I'm like, look, I'm mistaken because it takes a thing to make a thing, especially not when you have the it's the cord. You got it. Yeah.
But I keep messing with the cord, so I need to stop touching the cord.
Yeah. You got it. Here, let me help you. Talk.
Hello. There we go.
Got it. There it is.
Okay. See, and then I turn it in there. Okay. Let me just start.
Right. So to be able to look at so for images that are not created on purpose but manifest in the work. Okay. So that it'd be the biggest thing for me. Like when you can tell, when somebody created a butterfly or created a such and such whatever, but when the work just said, you know what, it's happening right now. I'm gonna show up just like this. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be here
Yes.
and you're gonna see me
Yes.
and that, you know what I'm saying? And whatever energy
Yes.
that manifests in your body when you were pouring to create that space is some of the most beautiful
Thank
transparency that oh my gosh.
Thank you. When I
Come
say
on.
I am waiting, I cannot wait until Saturday for y'all to see a lot of what I've been sitting on.
I can't wait. Like I can't wait. Like
it's-
I'm like, I don't even have no walls to put this shit on, but
I'm
I'm gonna
running out of
figure it
space.
out. I feel
I'm
like we
running
can just donate a piece or two. I'm
So
looking
I'm
for it.
like, but yes, this is my actual therapy. So I look at each session that I do as, like I said, what helps me to heal, because I'm getting out energies, whether it's good, bad, indifferent, getting it out onto the canvas so it doesn't live in me. But I get to create something beautiful that literally no one else can take away. It's mine. I use many different techniques. Nothing can be duplicated because when you pour paint, you just simply cannot duplicate it. I can't draw. So all of this is literally just my artistic expression
Okay.
and what's in my head and my therapy along with it. So I'm healing myself as I hope that these other art pieces get to heal someone else. You might look at it and you see something for you. I just sold one the other day and literally two people were fighting for it. He saw Batman in the picture. She saw something that was personal to her. And I won't say what it is because it was personal to her,
Understood.
but something completely different. And people will purchase based on what they see.
But I love that. Like
So
that's the part of it. That's the beauty for me in abstract.
Yes.
Because it can become
Yes.
what it needs to be for the person it's for.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I can look at different pieces and somebody else can see different things. Like there's a piece up front, it looks like this woman. When you turn it one way, it looks like just these shapes and designs.
Mhm.
When you turn it to the side, it looks like a woman with this beautiful head wrap on
know
and
which
it's
one
pulled
you're
at the
talking
back. I'm
about.
like, who is this lady? You get what I'm saying?
I get that.
And all the things that's coming along with that. You get what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Those types of expression to be able to say, so tell me, when you was pouring this one, what was your heart saying?
Seriously. Soul Cry, legit painted that one right after going through a terrible talking stage with somebody. But that came out so beautiful to me. Like so beautiful. Because the technique that I used actually failed. And I completely went somewhere different and it turned out excellent. I used nothing but fire on that painting.
Really?
Right.
You don't say.
Blow dryer on the back one. So it just depends on what I'm feeling, what I have researched for sure, because I definitely watch a lot of videos to learn how to perfect and continue working on the craft now that it is a craft of mine. But yeah, no, I pretty much remember almost everything of what I was doing when I was painting each one.
That's dope.
Yeah. I have one of those kind of memories. It's weird.
So here, so like think about this. Like when you originally saying, at what point did you say, I know this is my therapy, but this is also now going to be my livelihood? Have you said that yet?
Oh yeah. So it took me sometime this year. It was in April where I basically I was office manager at a dental office. Couldn't do it anymore. Everybody in there arguing, doing what they want to do. I'm not here to babysit kids. I'm sorry. I'm here trying to make a living, and y'all in here just running amok. Getting to a new position as an office manager to a law office. Same thing. I don't necessarily belong in this particular field of just working with y'all in this manner. My service needs to be somewhere else now. I used to serve when I was a registered dental assistant. I used to serve growing up, working with my mom in group homes. She had foster kids, serving in the house with them. I know that what I have is to serve, and it's to serve others and help others honestly be able to heal. I've done that my entire career as a dental assistant. We become their therapist. Who do you go in the doctor and talk to? The assistant,
Right.
not necessarily the doctor. You're trying to get it out to somebody who's going to listen. I've always been extremely empathetic. I can hear you, I can see you. But now you can hear me and you can see me through my art. So that's when I kind of knew at this point I had to just pivot because nothing else was making me happy but the art. So my family, this might be the first time they hear this. When I quit my job, I told them I quit later than what I did. I quit my job back in September. They think I quit in October. So yeah, sorry that I didn't quit in October. I quit in September because it was a situation of they're gonna drive me crazy again. Or you can step out and do what you know you are called to do. I know I'm supposed to be working with adults and children to help them heal, learning new ways to cope. If you can't afford therapy, figure it out. You got to find something different, but you got to do it.
So you
My
He's like, you
service is into
just
something
said
else.
though, like it's something that's resonating so hard with me.
Yeah,
And you said, now you hear me.
and you can see
And
me.
now you can see me. You know what I'm saying? That just that alone says so much about who you are as a person
Thank you.
and some of the things that you've been through on your journey.
Thank
You
you.
know what I'm saying? And your ability to be able to say, all this time I've been
here.
stifled, I've been here, and no one, but now you will. You
Yes.
can't help but to see me. You
That's a
can't help
fact.
but to hear me
That's a
and
fact.
to have your expressions here in our place of business just means that much more.
Patrice,
You
look
know what
here
I'm
now.
saying? Like, I'm so serious.
Look
Like
here now.
the it's always something more to it. And
It is.
I'm a firm believer that the universe, the most
is.
high God, does his thing, the God that I serve, and I don't know about everybody else and they stuff.
But
does
yes,
you know what I'm saying, has his thing and does what he
he
does.
does.
But to hear that, so, and I'll be completely honest with you, like the things that I've offered and things that the opportunities that we've shared is regular stuff for me. I'm like, oh yeah, we'll have such and such whatever, and you like,
right, and I'm in awe,
and I'm like, and then
because
then we'll do something, and you like,
that hasn't been
what?
my experience.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
Yeah, so now
but
now
I
it's clicking.
wasn't grasping. I'm like, oh yeah, well, no problem. So yeah, and I'm
No.
just moving on, and you're like, are you? I'm
Like, are you sure?
I missed
you
it.
giving me this? This is what's happening?
I've missed it.
Yeah.
And because I'm like, well, why not? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But now I get it.
Yeah. Yes. Because before
Now I get it.
Before
Okay.
it was a why me, and now it's a yeah, it's you.
Yeah.
And you got it. And you've always had it.
Yeah.
And it never needed to be silenced.
Yeah.
Whether I thought it needed to be silenced or someone else, or things were fed my way to silence it, I never needed to be silenced.
Never.
I needed to be loud and proud, just the way I am. I am the only family member with an ethnic name, and I think that's for a reason, by accident, on purpose. I'm different. I'm the one that's supposed to do something different for our family, for our community, for our healing. It's bigger than me. And I realized that this year. It's way bigger than me. It's not just the art, it's what's behind it, which is why.
Do you hear me? Because that's where I'm at.
Which is
now.
why I said,
yeah,
I knew that there was a piece missing with me selling my art, and it was my story. But I had to, one, continue healing. It wasn't time. I've been trying to get into Sherman Phoenix for like a year. It wasn't time. Opportunities weren't there, not necessarily weren't there. I wasn't ready. I wasn't mentally ready. I wasn't physically ready. Now that I am, I can actually say I can help other people. We can have safe art sessions. And I say safe because it's SAF Art Studio. I pronounce it safe, even though those are my initials, but For me, that was the safest thing for me at that time. That saved my life. Art is the safest thing for me. So it's Safe Art Studio for a reason, just without the E.
That's so
Just without the E.
freaking amazing. Like
But-
it's always the story for me.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Me too.
always a story for me, the why. You know what I'm saying? Especially
So-
like people ask me all the time, like you think about, well, what type of you art, whatever again. I stand by it, and it's not just because this is one of the few names of art. I could have learned the name of other art pieces.
Mhm.
I could have connected to other art pieces, whatever. But A Starry Night is my shit.
Really?
Okay. And it's something about the village that I see. It's something about the story that I've created in my mind of what's happening in this sleeping ass town.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? As all the stars are on this, like, especially because I'm into werewolves and shit.
Yeah, hey now.
You get what I'm
You over here
saying?
talking to the
So all the things, I'm like, do you know what's happening while these people are sleeping, minding their business?
This is the closest
get what
one
I'm
that
saying?
reminds me of A Starry Night. I know, I'm cold. Sorry. I just had to toot my own horn, y'all. Yeah. But that's the closest that reminds me of A Starry Night. I don't know how I did that shit either. But this was my Picasso, my that's my I
Like I'm like
So-
gasping for air.
that
At
right
how
there is
fucking beautiful
my-
this is. Sheniqua, this is gorgeous.
Thank you. Look here, we about to go from kikiing to
Like, this
crying
is
to
gorgeous.
praising and
Welcome to
preaching.
blowradio.com.
But thank you. But seriously,
You understand?
Ugh.
Yeah, so if someone wanted to purchase in advance
yes,
of the gallery,
yes.
how do they get that information? Can we share
Yes.
what if they said, you know what? I know y'all said Saturday, but right now, what the hell are y'all talking about? Why y'all teary eyed?
I know.
How
So,
do we get there? What is
as
it?
of right now, follow me on Facebook, please. So I am in the works of building a website, in the works of trying to figure out whether it's a studio route that I want to go in or whether it's really something to truly help the community. Although, regardless, I'm going to need studio space. As of right now, follow me on Facebook. You can email, you can call me. I do accept commission pieces. I've done quite a few of those. You give me the colors, I paint what you need. So no, you cannot pick saying I want it to look like this, I want it to look like that. It doesn't work that way. It's just my energy on a canvas with the colors that you choose. If you want to pre-purchase or if you want something custom. But telephone number, oh Lord, I don't know. About to go ahead and do I want to put this out here? Exactly. Okay.
We got an email?
Yes, but the email is my last name. So it's Freeman, FREEMANS 0725 @gmail.com. And that's how you can get in contact with me, excuse me.
Okay, I'm
But
totally
yeah, because you
enamored.
I know now you're in the art gallery. But yeah.
I never moved
This
the
is-
image.
Oh, you
I'm
just you
still
on that
here.
one. That's not you said I'll have a Google
Yeah,
number
absolutely.
by
You'll have
Saturday.
a-
See,
yeah.
I got a feeling after this week, my whole life is about to change. But that's kind of what I wanted. I want to be able to help other people.
Girl.
Yep, help other people to change their lives. There is something beautiful
See that?
about.
Like, I'm so mad that y'all can't see this because it's gorgeous. Look at it.
Ah, thank you.
Oh my! I can't. I'm trying to move
I know.
forward,
but
it's-
but I got you
Oh
stuck.
my
But
god!
see, when you said that, that's why I'm like, oh my god.
Facebook name.
Oh,
underscore.
sorry. So Sheniqua A Freeman is SHENIQUA, and then middle initial A, last name Freeman, FREEMAN, and my page is public. I post about my paintings probably every like 3 days. I'm trying to get into a rhythm. All of my reels are on there because I definitely do motivational speaking as well. But it's me just speaking from experience. So all that is there. Is there for sure.
Just-
You about to tag me there? Thank
Okay,
you.
come on, Facebook user, get it together.
Yes.
Sharing it. Listen, let me tell you
But
how like
please.
emotionally overwhelmed I am right now. Like I am. Like I'm just totally taken.
So this is the spirit that I've had all along, and this is what I've done with my patients. But now that I'm doing it with something that actually is of me that I want to do, I feel like it's completely different. I feel like the care that I can give to others is now on a whole different level.
Understood.
It's a whole different level. Whole different level. Van Gogh. Thank you. It was Van Gogh.
It was. Yeah.
And he was going through his depressive state during that time.
Right.
So maybe
when
there's something very
when they brought that display here, his exhibit here.
I think it's still here because they just reopened it.
Are you serious?
Because I was supposed to go.
You know what I'm talking about? The one where you can like actually be a part and like walk in through. So I did not go because I couldn't get anyone to go with me initially. And on the days I was free, and I was like, I think if I go by myself, I'll be too emotionally overwhelmed. And I was I said during the days that I was here free, you, ma'am, was not in town on the day that I was free to go. Really? That's what you did. And you went without me. Because you don't think I like that type of shit.
So I can go to the museum with you when you're ready.
Thank you. I said, sis. Really? I might have been. And we do a whole extra eye. I might have been. But I really wanted to go see it. And I just wanted to be in there, and I wanted to go and I wanted to sit and just be engulfed by all the beautifulness of it.
It's Monet right now. It's not Van Gogh. It's Monet right now. Ooh, that's beautiful too, though. But we need to.
Monet is gorgeous.
I know. That's what I'm like. No, but we still. But yeah, it's Monet right now.
You understand what I'm saying? Like just the. See how you act. Sister, don't do that. Don't do that.
Right. I'm like that chime man from back there,
though. It's not a problem. She out here. So, what can we anticipate on Saturday?
Colors, for sure. A feel-good space to be able to learn about me. For those who aren't listening now, it's going to be a small version of this spoken about on Saturday by me. But honestly, just to be in the ambiance of what's in my head. So Saturday, just expect to be amazed. I amaze myself every day about what I can do.
Okay.
So just prepare to be in a space of tranquility or whatever it is for you that you need. Leave all your troubles at the door. We ain't got time for it on Saturday. No negativity. Whatever's bothering you, leave it behind. Enjoy yourself on Saturday, because that's what I plan to. And I'm sorry, I'm probably gonna be in a fancy ball gown, but this is my shindig.
Well, you said you're sorry.
So I said it's my shindig. So
come through on the gown.
I'm coming with my gown. So Wednesday, I gets my hair done. Which okay.
Are you excited?
Yes. Very much so. Very. But I was nervous at first. Not gonna lie. Last 2 days I probably cried more than I have this whole year. Because it's here. And I was talking to Michael earlier about some of my anxieties and whatnot. And what she said was, you're just anxious because you're finally living in what you want to do. And it's you. And when she said that, I was like, because it's really not about all the other things I thought. I thought I was underprepared. I'm prepared. I have everything that I need. I have the work. Concerned about what it's going to look like, that doesn't matter really. As long as I'm there and I show up, and I show up 100%, that's what counts. Get to tell my story, how I got here. Everything else is obsolete. Nothing else really matters. So it was me getting out of my way, because it's legit happening. Like it's happening and I'm living in it. And it's weird when I always say weird, but it's weird when you step out on true faith, not knowing where your next dollar gonna come from, next resource, next anything, but for every single thing to fall into place and keep falling in place. That's the beauty in this journey of the transition from corporate 9 to 5 to this is what I want to do with my life and where I see it moving. Not what you got for me and the task and the agenda at hand. Although I'm great at those things, I'm definitely great at those things. It's not what I felt was a good service from me anymore. I could still do it and successfully, effectively. However, it's not what I want for the long term. There's something bigger in this work. God is in this work. And I can't always say that I always had him in that aspect. I may have pushed him to the side a few times, some years. But once I returned back home to him, I was saved again. But you got to make that choice on your own. So
let me just tell you, like seriously. First of all, I'm completely just taken aback. I get so.
I didn't know I could do that. I know, right? I didn't know I could do that for you.
I'm a fan of art. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a fan of creativity. Yeah. And what's even the most amazing to me is I love being present when people are loving what they do. Just to be a part of that energy, to be a part of that just experience, to be feeling this like she is shooting, just shooting positive vibes. That's crazy. Her energy level is bananas. You get what I'm saying? Like to be able to be a part of that, I can feel that, absorb some of that. It's just so beautiful. And when I talk about that, it's like watching Evan Christian play. And if you are a fan of Milwaukee artists, then you know what I'm talking about. If you, it's like watching Fred Boswell Jr. on the drums.
That one I don't know.
Oh, baby.
So I need to find out. Okay.
You understand? It's like, and I'm saying this because I'm in Milwaukee, and I want all of my listeners in Milwaukee to understand. So I want you to be able to relate. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like watching Adi Amor center stage. You get what I'm saying? Singing whichever of the tunes that he chose in that moment that's pulling all of the heartstrings. You get what I'm saying? It's like watching Black Elephant on Eat This album. You get what I'm saying? It's like seeing Sean Hinton for the first time.
I got chills.
You know what I'm saying? Because this was like it's like watching Dasha Kelly become Dasha Kelly Hamilton.
Hey, now.
Like become her. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting and watching that. It's like watching Bobby Drake when he owned his Bobby Drake shit. You get what I'm saying? It's like listening and being present when Spitfire is on fire. You get what I'm saying? It's like watching Dan Vaughn at what's the name of Emerald City? You understand what I'm saying? It's like watching Kwabena and Muhib before PU was PU. Like it's that. Like if you know what I'm talking about, like for real, to leave it on the stage type. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like you gotta know the city to know art. It's like watching Britt Nicole become
because come
Britt
on now.
Nicole.
And I just found out about her. So look here now, because come on.
It's like
3 days.
It's like watching Darling Nikki stand up and say, "I'm Darling Nikki," with not a flinch on her fucking shoulder. It's like watching Autumn Blaze be Autumn Blaze in the middle of some shit.
I love this Black excellence.
You have to know it. Like it's these artists. It's like watching Terry. What's Terry's last name? TJ. Terry, is it Johnson? I think it's Terry. Terry, TJ. Allen and Terry. Harris. TJ Harris. Terry Harris. It's like watching Terry Harris touch a keyboard and then realize you just can't live without it. You know what I'm saying? It's like watching Brandon Wavy Boy Washington before he was Wavy Boy. No, this is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life.
Seriously.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like watching Daniel Washington decide I never want to do nothing else besides touch this mic. It's like watching Q, the young CEO, tear down a motherfucking stage because this is what I do. I'm just trying to explain to you, if you know Milwaukee and you know Milwaukee artists, then you know what I'm talking. It's like watching Doochie Rogers hit a lick on a bass. You understand what I'm saying? And I can tell you because I've been here for all of these things. You get what I'm saying? And watching the city become artists is like seeing Afton Johnson before he was fucking Afton Johnson playing for Eric Benet. Do you hear what I'm saying? Watching these, it's like watching Tobias Cannon pick up his sax and tell you, I know there were others that came before me. However, I'm here now. That's what I feel. Do you understand what I'm trying to explain to you? That it's like that.
I know other people can pour this paint.
It's like,
but you not me.
It's like watching El Renee decide, I'm about to give you a little bit of life. It's like watching TJ. Do you understand?
Ever.
Listen, it's like these things and people are becoming into themselves, and I'm honored to have been present when all these things were happening. You get what I'm saying? And now here I am. Here I am. God is amazing to have blessed me to be able to see these things, to be privy, because I've always ever said, I just want to be able to ask the artist, what were you thinking? How could you? You get what I'm saying? I want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's so magnificent. Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Thank you.
Oh, come on,
and
man.
It's hard for me
to gotta know.
I know it's hard for me to take it in, but that's something that I'm learning to do these days too.
Listen, sis, you got to know it.
Thank you.
You got to know it. It's a thing, like the artist culture. Milwaukee, if it's not rich of nothing else,
it's got art.
It's got
artists.
You know what I'm saying? If let me tell you, if it's not rich on anything else,
that's a fact.
There are producers here.
Fact.
There are playwrights here.
A lot.
Screenwriters. Exactly.
Way more than what I knew.
You understand what I'm saying? Playwrights here. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? All kinds of artists. And to be privy. Just to be around. To be able to say, I was there when that happened. I was there.
And you
it's such an honor. It's such an honor.
Thank you.
It's such an honor.
Thank you. As I said, these opportunities are on purpose. They're accidentally on purpose. I keep saying that because I'm gonna shout her out. Crystal, Miss Crystal Ship from Control Plus C.
Come on,
she's been with me on maybe a fourth of this journey. Crystal, thank you for tagging me on Patricia's post that day. Thank you, Sheniqua, for always staying ready, because I was ready.
Be ready.
Because I was ready.
You
just
was
like
ready.
Today, I was ready.
You was ready.
You asked me, I'm ready.
Let me and you was like, what?
I'm ready.
I'm like, yeah.
But
let's.
Yeah, this is I've been working for a year and a half on me. And it's funny because people, wait, so you only been painting a year and a half? I said it started after therapy last year when I tried to take myself out. So yeah, it's been a year and a half that I have created and cultivated something completely different
Mm.
from my heart for me, but for other people because it's going somewhere and everywhere. Just like you hear Basquiat, you're gonna hear Freeman
Listen,
everywhere.
listen.
Everywhere.
It's just a beautiful thing, and I know, like, people tell you, like, some people feel like I'm funny acting.
Same here.
I mean, but what they can't tell you, what they will never be able to say and to be in truth is that I'm biased.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I speak from a place of authenticity, or I say nothing.
Mhm.
It's just that. Like, I'm not gonna lie about the food I eat just because you my friend. I'm not gonna tell you that you
That's
magnificent.
good to know.
I'm not.
Don't mean not cook
I'm
for you
not.
because it's not great.
I'm
So
not.
yeah, we're not gonna do that.
I'm
Okay.
not. Not never. I'm gonna always just be 100, or I'm gonna say nothing. Now, I
Yeah.
ain't here to show up to talk shit and trash people,
Right.
but
But you're just not gonna throw negativity
don't expect
out
me to
there.
lie.
Right. You're just not gonna throw.
Don't expect me to lie, because that's not gonna happen. However, I'm not here to facilitate negative energy, because I believe in karma.
Right.
And I believe in what I put out into the universe, I get back tenfold.
Tenfold.
You know what I'm saying? And I wanted all good vibes. I wanted all good energy. And it's an honor to show up and represent the Most High that I serve, and to be able to show that and share that energy with people who honor the Most High as well.
Absolutely.
Or just honor the creativity that you've been blessed with. And however and whoever you serve, that's on you. That's
Right.
ain't my business.
Right.
However, to be able to be a part of that, to be privy to that, it's an honor to have your work here, Sheniqua.
Thank you.
It's an honor to be able to say, "Oh
Thank
yeah,
you.
these art pieces. Who's the artist?" People come up like, "Yeah, you know." In my bar owner boss voice, you know, I found a young lady on social media, and you know, I met with her, and she privied us with the opportunity to share her work in our space. Don't you love it? It totally goes with the theme, and they were like, "Oh my God, it's so great!"
Everything.
It was perfect.
Everything. That's why I said God's timing, which is why I said I clearly me trying to get into Charmer Phoenix a year ago was not the timing. It wasn't. I wasn't ready. None of my work was ready. None of my work would have been ready.
Come on, baby, I got you.
But just mentally, I'm finally 100% like happy in me. You know, nothing else, nobody else. It's just me, what I've got going on, being happy in my space so that I can produce effectively in the way that I want to. Like,
Like, I'm gonna be on air too, mommy.
and it's funny because I noticed this giggle I have. People be like, "You really be happy?" I'd be like, "Yeah, that giggle is like natural, like that." I just it's
But
naturally me.
but how beautiful
because
is
that's
that you have
like,
that?
and it's, I really get that way with it's this. I get that way because it's mine. I birthed this.
Say it.
I birthed.
Talk your
this.
shit, sis.
That's me. Can't nobody take that from me.
That's right.
Nobody.
That's right. That's right.
So this is, it means something. Say it just like, what was it, Lauren London? This means something to me. this means something. This means something to me. But it does though. This is my baby. This is my heart. This is my everything. Without my art, without that art, no lie, art saved my life. Outside of my sister,
that's a beautiful thing,
my
though.
life.
And to be able to acknowledge that is possible for someone else.
And you can change it. You just gotta decide when you want to. You just have to decide when you want to.
Facebook user said it's beautiful to watch. You both wouldn't have been in a position to collaborate if you weren't fulfilling your purpose. Success is a choice.
Yes, it is.
Ooh. That's what Facebook user said because where you chose to sign in at. I'm sure you changed where you were commenting, and because you changed where you were commenting, how about it? How about it?
But yes, so yeah.
Shaniqua A.
I
Freeman
know,
is
right?
in the building. That's poetry, Patrice. I'm out here spitting poetry, unbeknownst to myself.
But no,
Listen,
seriously, that was the biggest compliment I could have ever
but you got it.
received.
So what
I
I'm
am
saying is,
receiving it.
so
So thank
receive that
you.
with the same
Thank you.
tenacity. You understand what I'm saying? Receive it with that,
Mhm.
understanding that they came from somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To be where they are. And I beseech people all the time. And I know that I use the word beseech. I plead with people all the time in regards to knowing the history of whichever art that you are quote unquote in love with, like people who were big fans of poetry in the city.
Yes.
Oh, spoken word poetry. Please understand where it came from, how it
True.
became to be what it is in our city.
Very true.
Know the roots of what that looks like. And a lot of people just don't
Mhm.
grasp that. You know what I'm
Very.
saying? Look up, if you find you fascinated with an artist, find out their history.
Yeah.
Tap into them. Learn a little bit more about how they became. You get what I'm saying? And
Exactly.
there's nothing more beautiful than being a part of the decade,
Yeah.
be having access to an artist during their lifetime to watch them become. You get what I'm saying? Do you imagine? Like
Ooh.
nobody is ever and knows they can't call Picasso.
right.
And those
You're
people was
right.
like shunning him and doing whatever they was talking crazy about Van Gogh's psycho freaky Jason ass. You get what I'm saying? They was like, oh, he's a
Yep.
weirdo. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? And no one was truly appreciating what they were creating. I probably would have been
Or
at
what
the
they were
damn,
going through.
or what happened to make them be those people to become this stuff. And now hundreds of years later, I'm still saying, and you got this new age decade ass people saying one of my favorite art pieces is hundreds of years old.
So
You get what I'm saying? So know what I just said. You get what I'm saying? Know what I just said. So in decades to come,
I know. Ooh, I think I'm about to.
in decades to come, in centuries to come, when our grandchildren are saying, "Who was Sheniqua Freeman? Why did she choose this color palette? What does it mean for Believes Me? Why is it this color? Why is it this combination? Where did they find that art? When you're watching the what is that called? The artist showcase. Ain't that what it's called? Back in the day when they used to do the little showcase and they used to do all this, and this piece was created in such and such. And on, if you look here in the framing, look in the framing here, it's original art, just masterpiece, that type shit. And they're gonna be saying the name Sheniqua Freeman. Do you hear me? It's gonna be it's happening. It's already happened. The pieces the pieces are already created. They've already become manifest. Do you understand that? It's already happening. And in the years to come, when somebody finds this piece, they're gonna be like, "Oh my goodness, I have a safe original."
Oh, who? Because I almost just shouted to the Lord.
Come on now. I have a Sheniqua
look here
Freeman
now.
original.
Look here now.
Stop the games.
Look here. But this is my purpose. I served a particular purpose in dentistry. I served a particular purpose in my younger ministry. And now that 35 has crept up on me, I am finding my new path in this endeavor. And I am enjoying every bit of it, even the bumps along the road, because it's been bumpy. It's definitely been bumpy, but it's the same as a healing journey. It's not linear. You're going to go through things,
right?
But get through those things. Just get through them. Because I'm telling
you,
thing
now is now it's not just fortified in by word, in action.
It
This
really
is you don't have to be in this journey alone.
I know.
You understand what I'm saying? And
Ooh.
let it be for me or someone else. You know what I'm saying? That a network that I have access to be able to give you any opportunity I can provide. We talked about this, and now you can see I'm absolutely mean it. But like here, fam.
But now you understand me even more, and now you can see, even more what kind of resources I would potentially need.
I'm like,
versus it just being.
I'm like, what you mean? It's your first display? Nobody thought to do this
Like,
shit.
No, I'm so serious. I've done maybe 3 pop-up shops.
Feel like
I've co-hosted events for girlfriends and whatnot,
Mhm.
but my actual art, nope. This is the first time that it's taken off. Like, really taken off.
What a privilege.
Like, really taking off. So
what a privilege, sis. I thank you.
I thank you.
Like, seriously, to be able to share, to allow us to be a part, because you could have been like, no, no, I don't want my art in y'all spot. How many pieces is y'all buying? Because if y'all ain't buying none.
But you're right though. That's not. But see, that's never my character.
I was like,
I was supposed to. It wouldn't have been considered a residency, but something similar I was supposed to do in Kentucky with an old high school friend. Sometimes your spirit just tells you to stop, not go through with it because you're supposed to be waiting for something else. And I'm glad that he got his studio and everything situated for him. Congratulations to you. But I needed to be around my artwork. I couldn't leave my artwork in another state that I wasn't in.
Yet.
You're right. Yet. Because my art actually is Tennessee, Texas, Wisconsin, Virginia. But for him to like sell it while I'm not there, I couldn't be. It didn't sit well.
Yet.
So I needed to be somewhere where I could come, pop up, and just sit in the ambiance of my own work without it being in my house. And do other things, like come and see other people be enamored by it. I have so many pictures in my phone of other people looking at my artwork like, yeah, that's me.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, they come in here and they be like, who is that?
I got random phone calls. Here's somebody want to talk to you like, hi, is this your art on the wall? Like, hi, let me put my voice on because I didn't know this was you.
Yeah, absolutely. I be immediately be like, yeah, we met with a young lady. What's and I look at the artwork. I be like, what's her name? Sheniqua. Sheniqua. And yeah, it's great girl. Mm-hmm. Seriously, I go straight into curator immediately. Absolutely, you should see someone. Wait, did you see the work inside of the blue room?
That's me every time. I'm like, you go in that room yet? Did you go in there? That's me though, but I'm in a completely different space in my life. Good. And I'm very grateful to be in this space. But to be gaining the relationships that I'm also gaining, y'all dope. You and your whole team dope.
Thank you.
And I'm going to say it again and again and again. Y'all dope.
Thank you.
So
that's crazy. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you because y'all are dope. Oh, so many different ways, so many different levels. You are blessed as well.
I
you have a blessed backing.
Thank you. It's just an honor. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm just trying to do my thing. I'm trying to tell you. I just do what I'm told to do. Like this morning, I woke up and I was like, "Okay, we're gonna do the radio show today. Are we doing the show today? How are we feeling? Oh, we feeling like we need to be on the air today. I'm like, it's something that's happening today, and we need to be in the building. Like seriously, before somebody last night sis said, "What's the show about tomorrow?" I said, "I don't know. I'll tell you in a little while. I don't know. I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna feel like it's gonna come to me and we'll see what it is." And then it's something like, and I've noticed a while ago that when spirit drops happen, you just pay attention. Mm-hmm. Spirit said, "Call Sheniqua. Say less. Hey, how you feel about being on the show today?"
What's funny is, and I'm gonna say it out loud on the air. I thought because I told you I was talking to Michael this morning. I'm like, did Michael call Patrice and then Patrice called me? I'm sitting there like, what happened? Because that was just quick out of nowhere. But I'm like, nope, it was just alignment. Alignment rather. Spoke to Michael about me freaking out. She spit out a couple words. I'm like, all right, I'm good. Talked to another art friend. You messaged in between. So I'm sitting there like, all right, universe, what's happening? Like, okay. And you called right on time. with everything because I have an interview tomorrow now on somebody else's show. Right. So that's I'm like, it's out of nowhere.
What?
But it was alignment. It was alignment.
I'm just saying though, when he
So-
show up, won't he do it?
So in between me freaking out
Yes.
between yesterday and today,
How
waking
about
up
it?
crying, went to sleep crying, panic attack, this, that. It's okay, boo. You got people now. And that's what I'm coming into. You got people. Like, and I went to all the people that I needed to this morning, and then the person came to me that I needed.
Nice.
And then turn around, I got another interview after that.
Nice.
So the other part of that is trusting yourself more and more.
Okay.
Trust yourself because you know what's right. You know what's for you. You know what works. Baby, you okay?
He fine.
Right. I'm like, was that a yawn? Did you choke?
He fine.
But no, it's trusting that everything that you have within you is not wrong. It just needs to be redirected in the right groups. I didn't have my artsy fartsy group. I didn't have my you can be cliche, yo, bougie ratchet. I didn't have my you a little bit weird today. I know, because I am. I'm a lot weird today.
Well, now you have not
I
lots
know,
of them.
right?
Now you have lots of us. Now you have lots of us.
I'm like, but you do have to find your crew. Sometimes it's not the one that you've known since you were 6 or since high school or middle school, whatever the case may be. It's the one that you need that's around this corner that knows how to do epoxy or knows how to hang stuff up or has resources or a listening ear,
Mm.
a non-judgmental body,
Come on now.
a safe space.
Oh, did you say safe?
I literally have I got so many plays off my name with that safe.
Mhm.
I have created my own safety net for myself. It's me. It's me and God.
I like it.
So I encourage others.
I like that safety net.
Mhm. And I do
You
SAF
better gonna get it safe
because you know I
ST. You better do it. You better do it
You-
before I touch
'cause
it.
you
better
know.
do it before I get it.
But you know,
Like you better do it before I get it. Come on, get it.
I play with my name.
I know
all
some
the
people. I know some
time.
people that print. I know some people that print. I got it's a whole printer downstairs.
No!
Control. I'm just saying control.
But you know what?
Control plus C downstairs.
Because we
Check.
go,
I'm just saying right
we
now.
go together. That was 50-50 right
You
there.
hear me? I think you should have
SAF,
some
safety
shirts
net.
for this weekend.
Let me go ahead, Crystal.
Oh, do I think
Let
you
me
should have
go
some
ahead,
shirts for this
Crystal.
weekend?
Hold on.
I think you should have some shirts for this weekend, and even maybe.
Oh,
We gonna
okay.
talk
We
about it
gonna
on the-
I'm like,
Come on now.
collective. Come on, collective. So I'm serious, but now I'm around people who are actually congratulating me up front and not behind my back after I've already done the work for you.
Oh,
Stuff like that.
I
I'm finding
understand.
my group,
Been
my
there.
niche, which is also why when I'm seeing you do these things, I'm like, so you're doing this for me? Yeah, you are, because we all need help.
Yeah.
We do. But yeah, it's the love behind it, the genuine love. Like, I love y'all. But it's the energy that y'all carry as well, because it feels similar to mine. It's like I'm starting to recognize energies more and more. And y'all got it. You got to be around the right people. That makes or breaks you. That definitely makes or breaks you. It could definitely make or break you. And it's not even in a jealous, envious, you got something I want manner. No, you just got to be around the people that celebrate you the way you celebrate them. That matters.
You know
Heavily.
what? So I'm a firm
Heavily.
believer, and I know it's gonna sound a little. I feel what you're saying when I'm going with there, whatever the case may be. I'm a firm believer that everybody that you pour into isn't always able to, nor fit to pour into you.
Mhm.
So sometimes I don't want you to pour into me.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? what you could do though is keep that shit to yourself. Now let me go on and give you some of this goodness. I don't have no problem. You can have as much as you need that I'm able to give without sucking myself into vulture state.
Hey.
But what I'm trying to explain to you is sometimes you don't got to give me shit. Don't, no. But thank you. You listen, I don't know. I'm trying to explain to somebody right now. Everybody that you give it out to ain't necessarily supposed to give it back to you because I don't get
He said everybody ain't got the right word. Everybody ain't got the right word.
Don't give it to
That's
me.
true. Okay, Chase, because now you're on the court, baby.
Chase, get your butt. Get out of here.
Come on, baby.
Move it.
But
They
that's
keep looking at me with them eyes.
which is why I think you have to find your right people. The ones that can pour into you,
And
and
there
the ones
was
that'll
a-
pour back
Right,
the right
so
way.
there are some people that. So here's the thing: you still find your people,
yeah,
but it doesn't change where you're supposed to pour to.
that's
And
true.
I know that sound people like I'm
That's
supposed
true.
to give out because where you refill may not be where you have to deliver.
Oh,
You understand what I'm
that
saying?
is so
You got to
true.
be able to get it so you can distribute it where it belongs. You know what I'm saying? And you might not be able to pick
Absolutely.
up shit from there, but you always got to have a place to go refill.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? Because you may not even gotta pour out over here, but
Mhm.
this where you pick up your shit. Come get yours.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? Because we pouring from overflow out here. Come on, pick it up,
Because
fam.
come on now,
Come on.
Oh.
We serving from the overflow.
that's the whole
over
word.
here.
That's the whole
You
word.
understand what I'm
Where's
saying?
my chalice?
That's what it is.
Where's
It's
my
the-
chalice?
it's the-
I know, right?
Really?
So, okay, not to pour.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I'm learning that too. It's
Come
okay
on.
to not pour.
See how she always in the where's your goddamn mic?
Not just go to Facebook.
Shit, 30
But
years. she's been on
seriously
Blow
though,
Radio.
but that's true too. It's learning
The world is
what
watching.
to give,
Hey.
what to not give, what to
Yeah.
keep
And
keep
then
in
keep it in
reserve.
the cup
What
because
to keep in reserve.
everybody don't deserve your goodness.
I have learned that. I think that was my lesson this year. I think last year was fixing myself. This year is now how do you want to use your gifts? Who deserves it? And who needs to be in your space and who doesn't? How do you now operate? So yeah, that was my learning for this year for sure.
Do you understand?
But
because everybody
it's deep.
like you be don't
It's
give that to them. They don't.
deep.
Who did you confer with?
My girlfriend would have said that last week. She was like, "Oh, that was big of you." I was like, "Yeah, because I don't want to be sitting there thinking about nothing else. Sometimes I got
was
to do
just trying
something
tell
for
you
me."
right now. You got to
She
go
was
and
like-
confer.
She was like, "But
the
no,
Most High, going and confer with the universe. I care if you got to go to the ancestors before you start pouring out shit. Don't just get the dumping. Then who did you talk to? And who authorized said pouring?
Hey, that's keto.
Who authorized said pouring? Said
Authorized.
don't do it.
So yes, you have to learn your own authority to realize who you need to disperse that to.
Let me
Who?
just do my head.
Now
my
that,
church-
now
Let
that,
me do my church
because I
head
do
shake.
that all the time. I'm like,
Come on, now. Uh-huh.
But seriously, it's you got to use your discernment. You have to learn what your own discernment is, but actually use it. Everybody ain't your friend.
I
And- I know you almost
had to gather
knock
myself,
shit
knock my
over,
shit
about to
down.
knock the table up,
Ooh,
shaking the table.
baby.
Okay, Miss. But seriously, everybody is not your motherfucking friend,
No, they're not.
and
No,
you
they're
have
not.
to realize who may. Because this is the other thing that I've been faced with. Who may be seeing your all of a sudden come up and want to come back. You can't spin that block, boo. And I'm gonna say it again. You can't spin that block, boo. None of them.
She said what she said.
None of them. And I'm looking dead in the camera. You can't spin that block.
She
That's
said what
over.
she said.
But seriously, you have to learn who's coming for just a season or who's there for a lifetime.
Well, I mean, and you have to be okay with a season visitor.
Yep. Oh, I've been okay with many.
You got to
season
you got to
visitors now.
be you got to be okay with the season.
Because seriously, and it changes, and sometimes it can change quick. It might be a 2-week season, 2-month, 2-year, but know when that season has changed and it's done, it's done. Stop trying to go back to it to change it into something else. That's what creates insanity.
Oh, I'm sorry. Could you say that again? Because somebody.
Yeah. So when that season is done, whether it's 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, dead that season.
Get your ass.
Stop trying to go back to it to change it into something else, because that's how you create your own insanity. Once it's done, it's done. Burn it. That could be the bridge that, you burn. Some bridges are okay to leave in ashes. And that you have to understand too. Some bridges are okay to leave in ashes.
Ain't that the song?
And I'm a whole fire sign. I love me some fire, so I be burning shit up. So
listen, I'm fascinated.
I will
by
cut
the-
a situation off in the quickness.
Clearly,
In the
I'm
quickness.
fascinated by the twinkle of the flame.
Love fire.
You understand?
I love.
Do
No,
you
but
see
now
him? Do you see him?
I see why those flames.
I'm just
certain
saying, do
things
you
too.
see that I'm fascinated by the twinkle of the fire?
Yes, because there's something so beautiful about it. There's beauty in everything. Be at home watching all types of nature stuff, tornadoes, all types of stuff. It's dangerous, but there's some form of beauty in it as well. Find the beauty within those storms.
How about it?
Whether you are the storm or not, because you might be the one creating it. I must just how you might be the creator of your own storm.
This is me laying down. Like,
You might
I
be
ain't
the
really finna
creator
lay
of your
down,
own
but
storm.
you could be.
Had to realize that about a couple of
Could
my
be.
own situations as well. It ain't
Mm.
always everybody's fault.
Is that a
It
fact?
ain't always everybody's fault. Everybody ain't always do it. Some people did, yeah. But you don't have to carry the trauma that they did. Go ahead and heal yourself and then move on from that. But yeah, nah. It takes a lot to get me back to that previous square. You actually can't. That whole life is dead. I really feel like 33 was my Jesus year because that was when my attempt occurred. He took me out and brought me back, but he brought me back into something completely different. So I'm with it. I'm with it as long as he with it.
You know, and I'm okay. I'm gonna say this, but I'm gonna preface it with this is not an encouragement or an opportunity for you to try anything I'm about to say. I'm literally expressing my own personal experience. Do not, and I repeat, do not use this as a template of any sort.
Please don't.
To try to duplicate what I'm about to say. And I'm saying that because I know as a survivor, as a person who has dealt with and is currently dealing with through that every day. You get what I'm saying? Choosing life. And I have to say that because people understand like that's a choice.
It is.
When you're in a certain space and you've been in a certain place, you have to choose life. Otherwise, you know what I'm saying, the other part of you wins. And I'm saying that when you've been in a position where you tried to opt out and you realize that it didn't work, first of all. And you wake up and be like, are you motherfucking kidding me?
I was like, how you do that wrong?
Are you kidding me?
How the fuck you do that wrong?
And you understand it didn't.
But I'm serious.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad
Like,
it was wrong, but
you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? And you wake up and you say, are you serious? How I fuck that up? Okay, maybe I didn't mess it up, but what? Anyway, so I'm still here, and then you have to realize and say the understanding of purpose on the other side of that decision is a whole other thing.
It is.
Prior to it, you hear it, you feel it, okay, whatever. But on the other side of said failed attempt, the understanding of purpose is a whole other thing when you
it is.
Especially when you are surrounded by people who support, love, understand,
Mhm.
are patient. I can go on. You get where I'm
Seriously,
going
kind,
with that.
empathetic.
All the things that you need to not
Yes.
feel judged
Yes.
because whether they know it or not, today I might not have seen me. And a phone call, a text message, a knock on the door
Absolutely.
saved me from being somewhere else.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And you understand what that looks like. The process of understanding what the purpose is changes
It does.
immediately.
Heavily.
And you be like, no matter how many times you went on the sides, I'm telling you, every morning I wake up and be like,
heavily.
okay, well, what we got to do today? Because apparently I got shit to do.
But it's
I'm still here.
And it's true though.
And
Every
I got
day.
things to do. What we doing today? But let's go on and talk about it. I talked to you up to this point. Let me go on and keep talking to you.
So
Exactly. What we got to do today?
Exactly.
I thought we was leaving.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not all right. So I'm here. And I know that that's a hard pill for those who don't understand to swallow.
Yes, it is.
But the reality of that is it's what it is.
Which is why my circle's no longer the same. Sometimes you have to find your circle that understands the new, and I'm going to use the word empowered you.
Yeah.
Because I am a completely different person and I'm absolutely empowered at this point. However, you may not always be perceived that way. And that's when you have to change up who your tribe is.
Yeah.
Because my current tribe, they see me. But they also know how to deal and handle certain things that I've either been through or may need to express. Sometimes you just need a different tribe. You really do.
That's real though. And being comfortable in that space to understand, like, it takes a level of comfortability. And please understand that all of this, the topic of today's show is called Spread My Wings. Okay. And it's an opportunity for you to understand that what it feels like to be unrestricted in your purpose. You get what I'm saying? And how what it takes to get there. It's not an easy journey.
And it ain't pretty.
And
they don't tell you how hard it is, how much you may struggle, how you may feel alone, how you may feel like the whole world is crashing down every single day over and over. But I'm telling you, once you start seeing things from the other side of it, it's so much better. I know who I am. I trust who I am. I know what I possess. I know what my heart is. I know what my brain can do. You got to find the people that it collabs with. It's all a collaboration.
Come on.
It's all a collab. You can't do everything by yourself.
Come on. Oh, I almost push you again. Because I've been saying that for years.
Ebony does that to me all the time. She be like, "Look here, I'm going to throw my phone." I know, but this is me, and this is how I talk all the time. But everybody is. I just don't understand.
If you were meant to be in this space, in this life, to journey this life alone, you wouldn't fucking know nobody. You need people. It is that simple.
People,
like if you were
people.
created to endure this journey alone, any part of it, you wouldn't know nobody. It'd be literally just you. I mean, you wouldn't go buy nothing from nobody at the store. There would be no other interaction.
And that's not the purpose
and
or
that's
the
just
intention
not how we
of
were
life.
Created. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Not the intention of life.
And so when we get to these spaces to understand that, listen, you don't got to get here alone. You don't have to do any of this by yourself. And I see sis posted for me, and that's where I'm going. If for whatever reason you are feeling suicidal, if you are feeling like your wings are clipped,
Absolutely.
if you are feeling like you don't have anybody to talk to, I
Mhm.
don't know how to get to that point, but I want to try.
Mhm.
I don't know what to do, but if you could just get me to the door, you get what I'm saying? If you're looking
Absolutely.
for just a moment and you're not sure what that looks like, it's a number that you can call, you can text or call. Is this at 988?
Yes.
You can text 988. It's always available, sis said.
And
It's always available.
I have used that number before. After my attempt, I have used
You
that
you
number.
understand what I'm saying?
You got to use your resources, and as we speak about those kinds of resources, so outside of using the actual national number, um, don't forget you work every day, your 9 to 5. And this is what I will say: use your 9 to 5 and the resources that you have to get back what you need. There are EAP programs.
Come on now.
There are resources
Use
that
'em.
you pay into because you work for that job.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, and I will forever say it. Marquette paid for my therapy.
Well,
They did. I got the help that I needed on Marquette's dime because I had to use the resources that were available to me. Used my insurance. I didn't qualify for FMLA at that time, but use your resources. The EAP program through your job is everything that you can use. Literally, take your time. Take your time back. Take your power back.
come on
You
now,
pour
sis.
so much into these jobs that are essentially hurting you at the same time if you don't have the greatest of one. So use the resources that you are paying into and get yourself some help, no matter what that looks like. But yeah, Marquette paid for my therapy, and I thank you
Thank you.
heavily,
Heavily. Come on.
because that was the resource I needed at that time. And shout out to my family because they were huge and pivotal during those moments too. Clearly, wasn't working full time, was working part time, whole nine. They helped support me. Find your supportive tribe so that you can get the help, so that you can be on the other side of it, so that you can be happy again or just live again. Sometimes that survival mode, and we could talk about survival mode all day.
Mm.
That survival mode ain't fun. It ain't clean. It's nasty. It's ugly. But once you start living for you, that's where the beauty of life starts.
Mm.
Everybody deserves that. Everybody. So yeah, I knew there was some. I'm glad you put that in the chat to Facebook user. But yes,
So when
those
you
are some
live
of the
on
resources I
purpose,
wanted to talk about.
so
The
when you live
EAP
on purpose
services.
and you find your tribe, and your tribe will find you.
That's
Use them
facts.
and don't fall into old patterns of doing it yourself.
That's
I've
facts.
been trying to tell somebody that for a very long time. I
Yep.
said this, I've said it today. I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. If you were meant to do everything alone, you wouldn't to know anybody.
True.
Like seriously, like
that's
all
true.
I know that seems so simple, but it's the truth. If the universe, God, however you the science created for you to
Right.
be here to grow into whatever it is that you've grown into,
Mhm.
based on spirituality or scientific studies, you would still be alone. Right. Alone.
You gotta have people.
By yourself, without any resources, without any way to do anything, because you would be completely self-sufficient.
And that's one thing we are not, and we have to stop
We
tricking
are
ourselves into
not.
thinking that we are. We have to stop tricking ourselves into thinking that we
Come
are.
on now,
God
we are
made
not.
two for a reason because that one alone could not sustain.
We,
You
there,
got
you
to
are
have
not
two,
alone
more
for a
than
reason.
one.
At least, at least one other. Now, depending on what type of job you got to come along to do, at least one other.
But seriously,
And I'm saying that so y'all understand, like, it's okay.
yes,
There is not weakness
nope
in seeking assistance
at all.
It takes a level of strength to endure the thought of judgment
Absolutely.
that some can't even fathom. For you to say, I see where I am and I don't know what to do.
Mhm.
Help me. That
That's-
alone
Whew.
is that alone
That's power.
is power.
That's power.
It puts
Like
you
the chills
right
I
back
got.
in the driving seat. It maintains your control. It tells you what you can, or it
does.
keeps you in focus of what you will and will not tolerate.
Boundaries.
It helps you to establish your boundaries. And sometimes you're so far gone that you don't even know what that looks like.
Bing bong.
And if you just you know what I'm saying, you
Bing
jump
bong, 'cause that was
right
me.
into your shit, and somebody will be available if you show up pure and you show up available. Like, honestly, everything you
Absolutely.
need will be provided.
And also, if you do decide to get into therapy or find your resources, I heavily encourage that you find someone within your culture. Makes a difference, because this is not my first battle with therapy, but it matters that they look like you. Okay. That's just being relatable. It absolutely matters that they look like you. So, and now that I think
Somebody
about
come get Chase little ass. Because of all the days, he's showing up right now. Get your ass over here, Chase, right now. Come on. Don't look at the speaker. I'm over here talking to you right now. Come here. He's like, help me. Somebody get over here, Chase. No, I'm not. You know, he done turned like 7 months and this little nigga can't just control himself at all. He like, I'm an adult now, mom.
I'm like,
But you not.
need to whoop
Go get your own food. Get off the speaker. Chase, get out of there. Chase, get off the speaker.
he got
Exactly. Because he out here and he looking because all he hears my voice. What's wrong, baby? This how you prove you're just like a man. I'm telling you what to do when you're not listening at all. You know what? Just do whatever feels special then. Show ass.
because that
So
is a
over
man
you.
for you. Do what feels special. With your
Oh
special
my
ass.
God. with your special
Do
ass.
it feel special with your special ass. Okay, Chase.
Chase. Next time you're going in the back. That's all I'm saying.
No.
And don't call the person that will invalidate you. Call the person that will tell you the truth.
That's a fact.
What?
That is and that's you do have to remove yourself from just the ones that are okay through your life. Get you some friends. Get you some friends that'll tell you that shit ain't okay. Get you some people that'll tell you messing up. Like don't cause them yes ma'ams and sirs. I know y'all see the seriousness. Please get around some other people. That whole no new friends mantra is stupid.
Is it?
That one's definitely stupid.
It's the dumbest shit ever.
That one's definitely stupid. No, I need new friends. I need new everything.
All the time.
All the time.
I'm not saying I'm getting rid of the old shit, but I could need
But
some new people to be fresh.
You need new perspectives.
Can I be fresh? If I keep being
you
you can come and accommodate the newness. Or now you can just see me later.
You got to figure out how to grow though. I definitely know that I kept myself stagnant for some years by things that I was doing though, or things that just certain mindsets. Might not have even been something I was doing. It would have been a mindset. No, you got to grow. You got to get up out that shell. And what's funny is for me to be as open as I am, I'm definitely clearly open, talkative, loud, the whole nine. My shell, when I go in that shell, is dangerous. So I try not to be in that space.
When's your birthday? Oh.
Yeah. Fire.
It's all right. It's all right. It's okay.
But we're the son of the fire sign, so I mean.
She's like, I'm like, what? Because what? It's not. It's okay. I mean, we can't always have control over all the things.
So y'all understand. that shit is serious with us.
Shout out to my Leo partner. Shout out to my Leo partner. I love her to pieces.
Seriously, that's
So,
oof.
aside from the event that's happening on the 19th,
Yeah.
okay, we got this amazing
Yes.
gallery to show up some of your work, an opportunity for folks to do a little date night dress up,
Yes.
enjoy some beautiful cocktails, have some nice little hors d'oeuvres, and then purchase some amazing fucking art for your home, for your space, or just come out and show some love. After
Yes.
this beautiful weekend, what do you got planned next?
I need to hit the ground running. So I need to do some paint and releases or sip and paints. Open for those. Next year, I've actually already been contacted for some opportunities that are coming in Milwaukee. And I don't know if I can speak about those yet because it's not quite yet in existence. But I am definitely establishing a website soon. But it's getting myself out into the community. For both adults and children, I really want to grow that safe space for us. So it's trying to figure out who and how and what I need to do to collaborate and work with others to create that. But just like Happy Days has their daytime day bar for those who, just need to release some energy, I want that for our people.
Okay.
It could be all people, but I feel for us in our community, we don't always know what resources are available, or even if you do have the resources, just can't quite get there. You painting it out, or depending on how it can grow, you getting your yoga on, or you're in this section and you're writing your music, or you're over here and you're creating that piece in a different realm. I just want something safe for us to just be able to go to release before you go home, or whether you need to go home and come back. Just something to where you're not taking, I have this on my plate. I got this on my plate. I got this to do. I got the kids to take care of. I got the job. My car not doing so well. I'm doing XYZ. Somewhere to just not think about none of that for like an hour or two. So I'm trying, no, I will be working on growing that. But I want to do it here, home. So, yeah.
I'm sorry, did you say home?
Home. Want to do this here, home. This is home. I'm sorry because I didn't thought about it a couple times. I don't know if y'all gonna have no new residents. Y'all are, but no.
I just need to just take a moment. That was so beautiful.
I mean, but no, I'm dead ass. Yeah, but no.
That's hot, dude.
I mean, I might be y'all permanent resident, but no.
Love
but I'm
that. That's so freaking dope.
But I'm serious. There's not a lot that always feels like home to me, but when I stepped in this place, it felt like home. Y'all feel like home.
Said there's a city program for art real estate, community based.
Oh, that's yeah. Make sure I
let me see who wrote that. Is that you, Facebook user? Okay.
But at least I'm gonna go ahead and take care of it. But this is what I need. But yeah, because I've tried a couple places, and of course,
Facebook user, who are you, please? As we are getting ready to close out the show for today, I want to make sure that I got that information. Who commented?
This is exactly what I would like to grow into.
Carmen.
Yes, come on, Miss.
Come on.
Come on, Miss Carmen. I love you. I love
Thank
you.
you, love. I'm like, come on now, let me find it.
But yes, this is exactly.
Got you. Got you, Carmen.
This is exactly what I want to do. But I was holding this inside for so long because who am I supposed to talk to it about? I'm like,
understood.
Who was I telling?
Understood.
So yeah, no. But now that I feel comfortable, I'm with the right people, and it's because they always say keep all your ideas to yourself. No, some ideas do need to be put out loud because of that right there. Other people might have other resources,
and I know this is gonna sound some crazy to people. I'm gonna say this real quick. Everything that is given to you that comes into your mindset ain't for you, fam. Some things you're supposed to say, some things you're supposed to get, and you're supposed to give away. I know that. I know a lot of people don't process that. It's for me. It's for me. But understand what you just said. What is for you is for you.
True.
And just because the idea came to you don't mean that you weren't supposed to share it or give it away. It just means that the things that are for you, it don't matter what nobody else is doing with the idea or the concept, because it will still be for you.
Learning that too. So seriously, which is also why I said a collaboration, because I don't want it just to be a space for art. Everybody's not into art, or this type of art rather, because art is everywhere. So they might not be into painting. Some may be singers. Some may be into instruments. Some may just want to put shit together, build shit. Let them be able to do it without somebody yelling about who ain't take the chicken out. What y'all get your ass, sit your ass. That's stressful for people.
It is.
Even though I was joking in that moment, the people don't realize what kind of energy that puts into somebody. So yeah, I want something for all of us. Something for all of us to be able to go to whenever we need that. So yeah, those are some of my ideas.
Well,
So yeah.
ma'am, today has been fabulous. It's just been so good. Thank you. I hope that you've enjoyed yourself. I hope that my guests that have commented and engaged with you today have learned more about you and are looking forward to seeing you this Saturday, as I am looking forward to seeing you.
Thank you.
This Saturday. So we'll be here at Happy Days Day Bar, 5:00 p.m. start time. Yes. We'll hang out. We'll see some great artwork. We'll give the artist an opportunity to speak about some of her artwork. We'll have some nice little cocktails available for purchase.
Yes, because
I might throw a little something, 2 or 3, 10 things in. I don't know, maybe a bottle of champagne as we celebrate. I don't know. We'll figure it out when you come here. The whole point is for you to come here and not to think that you have any additional expenses except to support the artist. That is the plan. If you know somebody who is into artwork, if you know somebody who is into creative type things and want to be encouraging or inspiring or supportive, then have them come down this Saturday, 5:00 p.m. Happy Days Day Bar, located inside of the Sherman Phoenix, upstairs in the mezzanine. It's a beautiful space. Yes. We are glad to have you, Sheniqua.
Thank you.
Absolutely glad to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Today's been fabulous.
Nice.
Phenomenal.
Nice. So I'm going to leave you with this good word right here. So it's your girl, JustPatrice, live with JustPatrice. BlowRadio.com, in the building with my sister in the background, dipping on quiet. Look at her. We out here. I just want to remind you that not today. Sometimes we're put into position and we're afraid to be our whole selves. But it's when you take that initiative, take that breath, that pause, that moment, and choose your purpose. It is then when you fly at your peak. Do you understand? I love y'all. Until next week, I'm going to leave y'all with this good Adia More No Hero. And until next week, holla.
I can't leap over buildings in a single bound. I can't deflect bullets with my hands. I'm not faster than the speed of sound. I'm not Superman. But I know I'll catch your fall. When you think I'm not that strong, I gotta save the world, save the girl. I'm no hero, but I'm yours. I can't fly through the air, be everywhere, but I can't. I'm no hero, but I'm yours. Yeah. I'm just a simple man, but I want it all. I'm just like you, wanna be there soon as you call. Wanna drop everything, but that's so insane. But I want you to look at me like I'm 10 feet tall. And I know I'll catch your fall. When you think I'm not that strong, I gotta save the world, save the girl. I'm no hero, but I'm yours. I can't fly through the air and be everywhere, but I can. I'm no hero, and I'm yours. Yeah. Without my cape, I'm trying to save you. Show you in so many little ways how I love you. Show me the way, oh, show me the way, I wanna love you. And I know I'll catch your fall. We think I'm not that strong. Save the world, save the girl. I'm no hero, but I'm yours. I can't fly through the air, be everywhere, but I can't. I'm no hero. Oh, even without my cape, I was trying to save the day. Oh, no hero.